If it wasn't for the beans, they come out the can. I'm gonna piece the beef, the rice and the spam, the milk and bread being bought at the grocery store. I tell ya, I couldn't eat no more. 'Cause let me tell you, my wife is like she can't. Lord, if I thought she could read, I would buy her a book. But all she knows how to do is a fuss and holler. She don't even know how to boil water. Let me tell you what we had last night on a dinner table. A canned green bean, cold spinach and tomato. The nasty stuff I say you ever wanna see. And she was trying to feed it to me. Let me tell you, I think that woman just a downright lit. 'Cause I hear the sister come with cold cuts and gravy. A cold cuts and gravy in a one big bowl. I thought I'd choke, but I got through when she said, what you say? Oh, ooh. Ah, but I guess I'm gonna eat the slop any old way. So don't you get me wrong, I love that girl. I guess I'm about the craziest old man in the world. But I got to love her 'cause I got no friends. Oh, here she come with red beans and onions again. And she say, what you say?
Ribeye steak, and we have some jumbo shrimp. We have some spinach, some shallots, some basil, and parsley. We have some lemon juice and some lemon zest, garlic butter. We have avocado oil and some wine to also go in this dish. We have some chicken stock also. So it's a combination of like a hearty steak sauce and a scampi sauce.
Okay.
We also got a dessert in the mix.
Yes.
Because after you eat a dish like this, you're like, man, I need some dessert. And the dessert is a no-bake peach Melba cheesecake.
Let me ask you a little bit about the meal. First, we
Okay.
give just a little bit of background about the meal.
Okay.
So, where did you get? Did you come up with this? Because I never seen it like this.
So, in my house, a lot of people already know I have a person that's with child,
Yeah.
and she sends me pictures because I do a majority of the cooking now. Everybody's work hours is just so long and everything. We used to share, but most of the time I do the cooking now.
Yeah.
And it's no problem. I just want my family, to eat well and be happy.
Yeah.
So she sent me a picture of it and was like, Mom, can you make this? I was like, yeah, I could throw that together. So the ingredients I came up with, I said to myself, looking at the picture, I said, I can do like a scampi shrimp and steak sauce. So it's a combination of like a hearty steak sauce and a scampi sauce.
Okay.
And so that's how I came up with it.
Okay.
And I did the plating. I plated it the same way it was plated in the picture she sent me.
Yeah, because I did see the one you did. It was very similar. It was very similar.
Yes.
But I was trying to figure out the sauce to it because didn't look real cheesy, but it didn't look real thin.
Yes, the Parmesan cheese is there just to really give it like that oomph.
Okay.
It's like, it just gives it that oomph at the end of when you start eating the dish, because it doesn't go in until the pasta is ready to go in.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started.
So we're going to start with tenderizing our steak. We have some already seasoned, but we're going to start with tenderizing it.
Now look at this fancy thing here.
Pastor James is the gadget king. I'm the gadget queen.
Yes.
I will say he probably got it from me, because if there's a gadget that can help me cook faster and more efficient, I will get it.
Yeah.
This is a meat tenderizer, but you can use a fork.
Now where'd you get that from, Mom?
I actually found this one, I believe, on Rue La La.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this, I just hit it down.
Oh.
And that's all you got to do with your fork. You're just going to go around the steak and press it down all the way through the steak. It just helps it cook better and evenly, and you actually get a more tender bite.
Okay. And we got to season this one, because this one.
Yes, this one we got to season.
Okay.
So, and that's it with that. So we're going to use some salt on the steak.
Okay. And it seemed like, not a hard meal to make. I mean,
It's not a hard meal to make at all. You can vamp it to taste really however you want it to taste. You may like to prefer your steak and your shrimp with different seasonings than what we're using tonight, and that's no problem. You just switch it up.
Season however you like, however you want to season them.
My go-to seasonings, no matter what. If I know I got garlic, salt, and pepper in the house, we got a meal.
Yes. This is my wife can cook whatever you like.
Yes.
Season. And also, while we're seasoning these, guys, we have some new seasonings coming out. I'm excited about them. I will. And
you want to make sure you push your seasoning down in the steak.
Yes. Those seasonings are coming. What James say? The aromatic aroma is coming through the steak. And
if you like more salt on yours, you can use more salt. I don't
I'm not
typically cook with salt. I cook with very little salt because, oops, sorry, that's that black pepper.
Yeah. Ooh, strong seasonings. That's one thing, you make sure, you have to have some good seasonings. Get that down in there. And then we're cooking these tonight in a cast iron pan.
Yes, we're going to use a cast iron pan.
If you have a cast iron pan, I mean, if you don't, you make do with what you got. But for this one, so you want to tenderize.
I already tenderize them before we start, so they was ready. So now I'm going to season the shrimp.
Okay, I'm going to move on the other side. So I'm not
So, and then the shrimp, we're going to put some garlic. Y'all know I love my girl. Hand me the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Pepper.
You do want to try, because it's a dish that's going to come together, you do want to try to have some of the same seasonings on both.
Yes, and then you need the Creole.
The Creole.
Need anything else?
No, that should be enough.
And I know some people like putting Old Bay, but if that's what you want
to do. But this one, if you like Old Bay, use Old Bay.
Yes. If you, whatever, like you said, once you have the basics down, you can season it however you want to season it to your taste.
Yes.
But for the first
you
time,
might want to use some lemon pepper instead, because the dish does have lemon. If you like a more lemony taste, they do make lemon pepper that you could use as a seasoning.
Yes, and but I'm a learner. I'm a new learner to cooking, so I wouldn't go too far with it. I would just stick to salt and pepper and the Creole, because you want to make sure.
So we don't want to put our steaks in right away. So we want this seasoning to sit for a little while.
Okay.
So we're going to move over to the dessert, just so this seasoning can rest for a little bit.
Okay.
Well, first, let me tell you, we're going to put our oil in the pan.
Okay.
Also, and get that ready.
You want
the butter.
The butter. Okay.
And the garlic, the whole garlic.
Okay. And we're using avocado oil.
Yes,
tonight.
avocado oil.
We're using
you
avocado?
want something with a high heat, so it doesn't start burning in the pan.
Yeah.
You can put the butter in.
I just dropped. So we're putting the butter in, and
we
then
can wait a little bit because the garlic will burn quickly.
Okay.
So I'm just going to turn it down to low, actually, and we're going to come over here and start the dessert. So what we're going to put in the pan first.
And look at all these ingredients we got for this dessert. So it looks like we have peaches.
So we have peaches, which is going to go in the pan.
Okay.
We're going to do that first. We're going to add a little bit of this peach juice. If you use fresh peaches, that's fine. I just like to add a little bit of this peach juice because this was peaches in 100% juice. I couldn't find fresh peaches.
Okay. Then we have our
the sugar.
And yo, I'm telling you,
we're gonna let that start to cook.
The other day was so good. And then so we're gonna cook that down.
Yes, we're gonna cook it down.
Now how long do we have to cook it down? Does it?
You'll see, because we use canned, it's not going to take that long.
Okay.
You want the sugar to all melt.
When it starts like thickening.
And yeah, and it'll start thickening a little bit. It won't thicken. Actually get more watery than thicker.
Okay.
If you can see how watery it's getting.
Yeah, it's getting quite watery.
Yes. So then what
And
we're
then
going
we
to
have
take
raspberries.
yes, we have raspberries that's going to go in. This is peach preserves. I like to add peach preserves. It just gives it,
Yeah.
because it's already been preserved, it gives it that like caramel color.
Okay. So you said, oh, that was peach preserve? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Like, yeah, peach preserves, fruit spread.
Yeah. This is, I'm telling you, it's very hearty. So you got, and listen,
Like, both these dishes are easy to make. They're not hard to make. It just takes some time. And the reason why I started with this sauce, because the sauce goes on top of the cheesecake. So it needs time to cool down.
Okay. Okay. So I guess we cook the sauce for what, good 10, 15 minutes?
Yes, it takes a little bit of that time, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have raspberries.
Yes, that's going to go in.
Okay. Now this is starting.
Turn this up a little bit higher.
Okay.
So I'm going to let that come to a boil.
Okay.
And we're going to come over here to the crust. So we have some melted butter.
Now this ginger snaps that are
Yes, this is ginger snaps
crushed.
that was been crushed. So if you use ginger snaps, or if you used, what was the other thing I told you could have used? You could have used graham crackers.
Ginger snaps or graham crackers to make the crust.
You just mix it up. How's that doing?
Stir this up. Oh, it's okay.
You can shake the pan around, yeah.
Oh, this is a good cast iron pan. Jeez.
They don't make cast iron pans like they used to, though. Yeah. I'm not going to name no names. Somebody threw away my cast iron pan that my grandmom gave me years ago. That thing was heavy. They was like, it's no good. Cast iron pans don't go bad. You scrub it down. If it starts to get rust or whatever, you re-scrub it down and re-season it by putting it in the oven. That's all you got to do. The only way they go bad is if they start getting holes or something.
And so we just, like, I guess evenly
You
distribute
just just evenly mix it together so that the butter gets mixed with the
But I see how
cookies.
it's getting like thicker, like hard,
Yes.
like
Yes.
becoming like thicker.
And I like using the ginger snaps because it has that molasses in it.
Yeah.
And the molasses actually does give the dessert a different kind of taste.
I love ginger snaps, like just regular.
Yeah, I do too.
I love them. Some people don't like them because how hard they are, but I love them.
Yeah. But say you don't want to make a pie, but you still want to try this dessert. I'm going to come back over here because this is boiling. Boiling. You know what I need? I need some water.
You need butter?
If you can actually do it.
Okay.
Put some water in here. Don't make it super watery. Just make it like a slurry. You know what I mean? A little thicker than water. So while she's doing that, we're going to continue with this pie. If you don't want to do a pie, you could always do parfaits. And you don't have to cook the crust at all. You just do the parfait, put some down the bottom, and layer it. We may have some extra to be able to show you.
Ooh. Now, Mom, you told me to put this. This is.
Let me see. It's too thick. Put some more water.
Put some more water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have to use my hands in here, guys.
Oh, you already on the crust.
Mm-hmm.
See,
And for your crust, you should have your oven already heated up to 350. We do. It's already ready at 350.
Okay, Mom, I think.
Yes, that's good.
Okay. Now, what was this that we put? What was this?
That was cornstarch.
Oh,
that was the cornstarch.
Okay.
Now you add your cornstarch to the peaches.
Now, what is the cornstarch? You thicken
It's
it
going to
up?
make it thicken up.
Okay. Just stir that in. Uh-oh, Mom, I think you might need to put the steak in there.
Okay. So bring the steak over.
Okay. So bring it.
So since I got an assistant, the assistant gonna work today.
Yes. I'm really learning. I'm learning. I'm on the job.
You might not need all of your cornstarch. Once you see it getting a little bit thicker, I'm gonna turn it down now.
And Mom, what about the garlic?
Yes, throw the garlic in there.
Okay. So we're gonna throw the garlic.
Yeah, it's going in whole. It's
garlic.
gonna give your oil and butter and steak that garlic taste.
And like that. And you want to put the steak in there too?
Yeah. You should be able to fit 3 of those steaks in there.
Okay.
Did you bring the tongs over with you?
Yeah, they right here.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm going to put the steaks in there.
And we cooking for more than 2 people, so we're gonna have to do this more than once, and we don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. Yeah. Now, if your steak is a 1/2 inch, you want to cook it on the first side for like 5 minutes, and then on the second side for about 4 minutes, because you want it to be like a you want it to be medium because you are going to put it back. See, I have to add a little bit more liquid. I'll use too much cornstarch.
So I'll be
you want it to be
watching the steak.
Well, it's like an inch, so we're gonna cook those for 6 minutes.
Okay.
On one side.
Now
so yes,
also,
if you have an inch, you want to cook it on one side for 6 minutes.
Oh, that looks very pretty. The dessert is looking very pretty. Mom, so we have linguine tonight.
Right.
So the water.
So let's put our pasta in. We had the water. We started boiling the water before we got on.
Okay, yeah. So
use a box and a half.
A box and a half. Okay, we're using linguine. Some people have been using what's the other one?
Angel hair or thin spaghetti or whichever pasta you like. My family likes likes thinner pasta, so we use thin spaghetti.
Yes. Ooh. Or fettuccine. I don't know about fettuccine. But we're using
fettuccine's a little thick too.
Oh, this smells so good, the steaks.
Can y'all smell it? Y'all smell the aroma?
Can y'all? I told my wife can't cook that. Sooner or later, they're going to be able to smell the aroma through the
We're going to do smell-o-vision.
Yes, smell-o-vision. Yes, smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision. I like that. I like that.
Now, you don't want to let it cook too much that your peaches get soggy because you don't want smushy peach Melba.
Yes.
Unless you're feeding a baby.
You need a bowl for when that comes out, Mom?
We can let it cool down in the pan.
Okay. Oh, okay, because everything else goes on. Mm-hmm. Okay, that goes on top. Okay.
Yes, this goes on top.
So we got our topping for our pie looking good.
This might be the wrong
Mom got these steaks going. Looking very tasty. Let's check our pasta. Because we're going to need to strain them out. I'm going to get the strainer.
Yeah.
All right,
it's not ready yet.
Smells so good in here.
Whoops. A piece of pasta came out. Yeah, it's not ready at all.
It's not ready?
No.
Okay.
So we're going to come back over here to our dessert.
Okay, while our steak is sizzling in the garlic.
We're going to get our cream cheese in the mixer. And what we're going to do is mix the cream cheese first.
Now, y'all want to keep this KitchenAid mixer. Y'all need to get your KitchenAid. Get your KitchenAid.
You need a KitchenAid. You got to get a KitchenAid. If you want any gift, you tell your husband or significant other, tell them, I want a KitchenAid.
Yeah.
And make sure you get you a good size, a 3.5 size or a 3.5 quart or 5 quart size. Yeah. Is the best size because you can make anything in those 2 sizes.
Now, I'm a little embarrassed to say, Mom is the first. I haven't even used mine yet, y'all. And I think I got it for Christmas. Yeah, I got it for Christmas. I have not even used it yet. She's the first person to use it. Horrible. It's terrible. But I'm going to try to use it more. I got 50,000 jobs right now, so. But I'm going to try to use it more.
So we got that mix. We're going to put our sweetened condensed milk in there.
Looking good. See, this one of them kind of meals that make you shout all up and down. Well, I'm just checking the pasta.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Till it's all mixed nice and smooth.
Yes.
Our sauce is done. So you should, if you're making this, you should have took your sauce off the eye and it's just sitting. Come back and check our steaks.
Yes. Do you need something to put those on when they come out, Mom?
Yeah, we will, because we had the raw meat on that, so we'll need something different.
This work?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back over. Okay, we're gonna add our lemon juice and our vanilla.
I'll take that out of your way.
You know what? Let me hold on to that one for a second. You get that Cool Whip?
Yep. Cool Whip. Now we have some Cool Whip
Within
here.
8 minutes.
Yeah, you want to take that out?
Yep.
In there.
Now we're gonna let this cool off.
Turn the oven off.
Yes.
Should I flip the steaks?
Yeah, flip them again.
Flip them.
Yeah. 'Cause they should. I like them a little darker than that. Yeah, that's how they're supposed to look. So your steak should look like it has a little crust on it,
Okay.
and that's fine. Yeah, that's more like it.
Right. Ooh, I done flipped some steaks. I done flipped some steaks. I don't know who
I'm
told y'all
trying
to
this.
cook. Who told y'all that anyway? I want to know who took counsel with God and then he told y'all I could not cook. Who told y'all?
We're gonna keep those discussions to ourselves.
Listen, I can do all things. All things. All right, so now we got, what's this, Mom?
This is the filling.
Oh, okay.
So our filling is pretty much there. Because we're waiting for stuff to cool off, we're actually going to just speed our filling up a little bit by just putting it in the refrigerator. Because this is a dessert that has to sit. So it has to sit and settle, kind of like, you know, if you was making a banana pudding.
Yeah.
And you have to put it in the refrigerator for a little while.
Okay.
So I'm going to add the Cool Whip. If you,
Cool. Oh, Mom, I don't know. We might need to take these.
they can come off. Yeah, they only needed another minute.
All right, we're going to turn our pasta off. But let me turn this thing on. Should I turn this thing on?
And it just gets mixed in
Oh, do I?
with your cheese mixture.
Everything is coming along pretty good. So let me, oh, Mom, I don't know these
There
steaks.
you go again. They can come out.
Take them out.
Yes.
Okay, put them on here.
Mhm.
And then I'll put the
And
other
then put
two
the
in.
other two in. Yep.
Now, I want y'all to get this because, see, I told y'all my skills is getting I know how to make a steak. Look, I don't even know how to pick it up. Look at this.
You're doing good.
Okay.
Doing good.
See, that's why you need somebody on your team like that. So you need somebody to encourage you on your team to push you
Yes.
along.
So.
See? All right.
And
So
see, the
now-
fun part about this is this the kind of dessert you can actually taste it as you're going along.
I'm putting
Ain't
other
no
steaks.
raw eggs in it. So we're actually just gonna put this in the refrigerator while we're waiting for everything to cool off,
Okay.
and then we will assemble it.
All right. Putting this other steak in. dump the pasta.
There we go. This out the way.
You can sit it right there, man.
We're not going to rinse it, so you can put it back in that pan. We're not going to rinse it.
Okay, just put it back in there.
Yeah. Well, not on the eye, though.
Yeah. Okay.
You can just sit it in there.
Just sit it in like this.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
That's what I
It'll
mean.
finish dripping.
All right. So, Mom,
So
at what point do we start cooking the shrimp?
When the steak is done.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. They're ready to be flipped.
Well, they got done fast.
Yeah.
So with these kind of meals, like, how did you balance? Because I know, even when the kids were little and stuff, you still had to cook. You still had to do all. How did you balance working, being a wife, cooking?
Well, I work night shift.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, we was young. We both needed to work.
Yeah.
And so being a nurse, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
Because it was 3 shifts that I had a choice from. And when I first started nursing, I did 3 to 11 because my kids was young. They wasn't in school.
Yeah.
So I was able to do everything I had to do with them in the daytime, take them to the doctors, to any appointment they had to go to get it done. And on 3 to 11, I went to work. And my mom, thank God for my mom, love her to death, love her to life, love her to life, because she helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because she worked day shift.
Okay.
I worked 3 to 11,
Okay.
and Bishop worked, his shift was like in between. He worked day shift, but sometimes he wouldn't get off till like 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So he had long shifts.
Yeah.
And when he worked by the time he switched his shift and he had to work the 3 to 11 shift, I was then on night shift. So it was easier.
Okay.
And then when we wasn't living with my mom anymore, when we decided to finally go buy a house, he strictly did daytime, and I stayed on night shift.
Okay.
And I thank God I was able to find a job that actually was 7P to 7A.
Oh,
So when he came home, he took over the kids.
Okay.
And
Yeah. And you make it work. You make it
Yes.
work. And see, my situation is James. He just was cooking since I met him. Like,
yes.
so.
And so yeah, I would pre-cook the meals. Like even now, I try to have meals done so that, because they work long days, they have long hours, and we even have NJ. So what you're gonna do once all your steak is done?
I never thought of that. I probably would have rinsed the whole thing out. But I mean, the garlic is already, the seasoning from the
Garlic's
steak.
in there, the seasoning.
And
from
this
the
gives
steak.
the steak time to cool,
To
which
rest.
makes it easier to cut.
Yes.
See, I do know a little something. A little. Production, make sure you include that in the video. that one piece right there. But yeah, James, he always, and I always wonder why, how, because, he would come over and cook and take over. Sometimes he would doctor up my mom's meals. I'm like, he just doctored up, and if he didn't have anything in his hand, he had something to eat. He had something to eat.
And like I said, we're gonna put these all together at one point. So you only want your shrimp to get just red. You don't want to overcook your shrimp because it's gonna go in the sauce.
Okay, so let me get a separate container. You need a separate.
We can put it in a separate container. We're gonna need that board to cut the steak.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and clean that off. Questions, comments, concerns? Here? We have a couple of
questions, but just comments.
All right, let's get.
So, James said that steak, that's a good steak right there. And he was agreeing with you that the English cut is good. Danielle said the same thing. Angus is the best cut, and I'm not an everyday meat eater. She said it's the marbling for me.
What's marbling?
Like
The fat that goes between the meat.
Ooh, you learned something. See, I'm thinking they talking about my countertop. See? So I'm saying. I'm thinking they saying they like the countertop. That's what I'm saying. See, you learn something new every day. Now, production, keep that out of the video. Don't put that in the video.
He loves the sizzle sound of the
Yes.
Danielle said the same thing.
Blue over there. All right, so these are looking good.
Yes.
We got our marble steaks and our shrimp. Looking good.
Yes.
So this is almost done. Do you use that same to make your sauce too?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Now I'm just going to take the garlic out because the garlic is
Yes.
cooked extra because it was in the oil in the butter. So now we're going to start our sauce.
Yes. So what ingredients
So
would you
we're
like me
gonna
to bring over? So
Bring me to cook the shallots.
the shallots.
Shallots and the garlic.
For those who might not know, shallots are a type of onion. I'm just
Yes.
reminding myself of that.
Go ahead. Pour it in. Just pour it in.
That wasn't for anyone specific. That just was to help me with my vocabulary. My ingredient vocabulary. Shallots.
Yes, shallots are a type
And
of
these are
onions. Green onions are a type of onions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
green
And
onions
they're
are
called-
also called
Scallions.
scallions.
Yeah, see? James taught me that. He did teach me that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also learned earlier that this shallot was a little bigger than the normal size.
Yes, this one was, yes, because they do have different sizes. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of, oops, that actually don't work that way, of crushed pepper. Now, we're going to smell this and feel it, guys, that are in the room.
Yeah, because that's going to,
Yes,
the aroma of that is going to hit our noses and
Yes.
might hit our throats.
yes, it will.
Did you like yours spicy or no? Everybody don't like spicy.
Well, I have to watch for a couple of people having stomach issues right now in the
Oh,
house.
okay.
But we normally do like spicy.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
put the garlic in. Thank you. We're going to let this cook a little bit.
Smell it now.
Is the crust cooled off?
The crust,
Yes, it's
let's
behind
see.
you. Just fill it.
Yes.
It's
well, no, it's a little
It's
warm.
still a warm?
It's
Okay.
still a little warm. Just 1 cup, right?
Yep.
This is 1 cup
Pour it
going
in.
in.
1 cup of cooking wine. Well, the recipe says 3/4, but I used a little bit more because we need a little bit extra sauce because we got extra pasta.
Okay.
So we're gonna let the wine let it cook down.
Yeah, it smells really good too.
We're gonna let that cook down for a little bit and you want to let the wine cook out. So that's why you gotta let it cook down. If you put the other stuff in it too soon, your food can taste like you got alcohol, and that's any type of food. Like some people use rum in some of their dishes or bourbon or whiskey. They have to let it cook down.
Okay.
Or when you eat it, you get that overwhelming taste of alcohol,
Okay.
which isn't good. Let's check this. I don't know. It's cool.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
So you want the
So-
mixture from out of the fridge?
Yes.
Okay.
While we're waiting for this.
Mom, is this your lid or mine?
Oh, the other one. No, that's my lid.
Oh.
It's the other one.
I was going to say, I don't remember having.
Let's see if this is cooled down. Oh, yes. It's cooled down enough.
It's cool down too? You need a spoon?
I can use the one I had. I left it over there.
So now this is cooled
So
down.
now that's cooled
Let me go
down.
on this side.
And we're just going to take the mixture. Mix it up a little bit more.
Now look, she got 2 meals going on at once. Those old school mamas, I need something else.
We're going to pour it in the crust.
And I see how it thickened up.
Yes.
Doesn't that look good? Ooh, that look good. The whole room got quiet. Even production got quiet.
That's that.
Ooh.
I need another spoon.
Ooh, I feel it.
This one will work.
I feel a shando.
Now here's our Melba topping.
Let me move this.
And you just spoon it on the top. Literally.
And do you have to let it sit more after that?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you have to let it sit in the refrigerator about 2 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be, if someone's making this tonight, it'll be your midnight snack before you fall asleep.
Listen, this was dangerously good, and I'm not normally a like runny type, you know, like.
And it's not super sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about it. It's not sweet. It's like it's just right. It hits the perfect spot if you're looking for something.
Yes. While you're doing that, let me go over here and see what our.
Yes.
Do we need to add anything else, Mom? Oh yeah, we do.
Yep, it's ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the
Where's the? Oh, we didn't measure this out. But that's okay. I don't need
How
to
much of
measure
that
it
do
out.
we need?
We need 2 cups.
Okay.
You don't have to measure it out for me.
Okay.
Just open it.
It's open.
So I put the lemon in. We're
Oh,
going
you
to
got
put
it?
the. I got it. I'm going to put the stock in. My hand just. That's about 2 cups. I'm gonna add a little extra.
Okay. So we have chicken stock, then we just added lemon. That was about 2 cups. She added a little extra.
Let me have the lemon zest.
Lemon zest.
We're gonna add the lemon zest.
We fancy. We got lemon zest.
Yes.
Now this is Cento. Cento is the one we use all the time.
I
Mine's
mostly
a
use what's that one in that blue? Swanson.
Oh, Swanson, yeah.
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 But I like Cento too.
Yeah,
I like Cento and Swanson the best.
Yeah, he likes Cento. He likes Cento everything mostly, James. So that has
That's
to
the Italian in them.
The parsley, that's for what about? Oh, this is
So.
the basil.
Yeah, you can bring me that.
Basil.
I'm
And
gonna
I
wait till
think-
it boil a little bit
I
more.
think that was it.
The parsley
Parsley. Okay.
and the salt and pepper again.
Okay. Now your sauce looks like a reddish brown color.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's a little brownish.
Yeah.
But the steak is brown, and so it comes from the steak.
Yeah. Now, do you put that when that's done? You put the sauce. I mean, the steak and the shrimp back in there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on and boil.
So is the steak ready to be cut?
Yes, the steak is ready to be
Oh,
cut.
I want to eat one of these shrimp, man. Jesus.
I just need it. Cut it right
You
here.
need a knife. Okay, let me get you a knife.
Do y'all like y'all bite size, or y'all like y'all's on a little larger size?
You can do bite size. That size is good.
And see. See the inside? It's still kind of pink. That's the best steak to eat right there. I didn't used to be like that though.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna
Well, let me
lie.
have that little piece you just cut off right there. Slide it on over.
I used to be a well done girl,
Oh.
but now that's how I will eat my steak if I cook it at home. I just don't like it like that from restaurants. Well, I'm gonna cut it just a little. I'm gonna cut it in half.
I'm not even here right now. All right, I'm back.
We gotta put that in the refrigerator.
That's good.
So that's gonna go in. Yeah, y'all got a good picture because I gotta go in the refrigerator now.
Yes. You get ready to stick this in the refrigerator. Now, how do y'all say refrigerator?
Refrigerator. Or the fridge.
I'm from the country. Refrigerator. I'm gonna stick this in here and let this
Put that
cool.
in the fridge.
We have to let people know
Look.
who live in our house that this is not ready yet.
This ain't my house. Y'all know at my house, I just go in hands, fingers. So y'all see I'm having a little bit of difficulty here cutting this steak because I use fingers.
It's all right. Our sauce is over there cooking good. And you leave the shrimp whole, right, Mom?
Yes, the shrimp stay whole.
Okay, and this is about, I don't know how many pounds of shrimp this is.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, look at these shrimp. Look at
They're a
this.
nice size.
Jeez.
They nice and plump.
And you know what, MWCC, y'all know when I started this by myself, we was making, what was we making? Empanadas and stuff. We done graduated to steak and shrimp. Look at God. Just look at Jesus, how he upgrades you.
Okay, so we got that sliced.
Okay.
Now in the parsley, we're going to put a majority of it in here. Some of it we're going to save for our plating.
The garnish.
Yes, for our garnish.
Okay.
So now we're going
Now,
to
y'all
add
know
our
spinach
spinach.
cooks down to nothing.
Yes, it does. That's why all
Like
this
greens.
spinach is going to go in here. You think it's going to take up all the room in the sauce, but it's not. The reason why I added spinach to this recipe was because when I cook, a lot of times I feel like there has to be a little bit of vegetable somewhere. So adding the spinach to the recipe, we had a vegetable already in the dish that wasn't on the side that you're going to forget about because you're too busy eating the pasta, the steak, and the shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to have a taste of this topping over here that you made.
That's the peach Melba sauce.
I'm going to just, maybe I'll add a little this on there too. Don't keep your comments to yourself. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is so good. You can even use that on
You can use it on ice cream. You can
put that on a pancake.
you can use it as a pancake topping, a waffle topping. So
If
we're
you
going to
use-
put our steak
Okay.
back in the sauce along with our shrimp. Bring the shrimp over. And they are going to take a bath in this sauce for about 5 minutes. We don't want the steak to, oops, sorry guys.
That's all right. And make sure you guys follow us on YouTube and Instagram.
Say, look at that.
Yes.
Look at that.
Get it. Look at this.
I mean, really, if you wanted to, you could have a bowl of this. Like,
Oh, that looks so good.
I know there's a lot of protein eaters out there that just like protein. And it has some spinach.
Yes.
So it's not a bad thing.
That looks really good. Do we need to?
So we're going to need another bowl for the meat.
Meat?
Yes. Hand me that.
This?
One with the little holes.
Oh. This one. Okay, so what are we doing now?
We're going to take the meat out
Okay.
in a few more minutes. We want it to sop up some of this sauce.
Let me taste some sauce. Can I taste the sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind?
No, go ahead. Just be careful because it's hot.
Okay. Let me just taste a little bit of this sauce. Now, Mom, you might want to step back because it might be so good I'm going to have to smack my mama.
Oh, now. You know, but you know this mama smack back.
Let me taste. So we're taking the meat out so we can put it on top, right?
Yes, so we can put it to the side. My tongs, let me hit the spaghetti. Well, it's this linguine, right? This is linguine, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Let's get some sauce. So we're gonna put this right in the sauce.
Do your thing. So we just want to kind of
So
Move it
sauce,
around.
yes, move it around so the sauce and the spinach and all the onions and stuff can get in there.
cook down. You got get into
got
it.
it.
I think we stay zooming in on this goodness. Yes, zooming in on this goodness.
With your cheese, you're just gonna sprinkle it over the spaghetti. And we're gonna mix it up.
And see how the noodles turn brown now from the sauce?
You get all that seasoning and goodness in there.
Yes.
See why it's better when you mix it together? Okay, here we go. All right, let me have
There
a
you
plate.
go. See, I got my fork ready and everything.
twist the spaghetti. Come over here. Oops, we're gonna have to wipe this plate off. See, when you plating and trying to have a nice little cute dinner.
Oh, Lord. Everybody's quiet. There's nothing being said on the set. Due to how, look at that. Oh, perfection.
Y'all do the tasting. I'm gonna make a quick parfait because we have some extra stuff,
Oh, okay. All right.
and
So
we can just show them it.
let's go ahead and look. First of all, just take a look. Just take a look at this.
Oh, it looks so
Look
good.
at the how well the steak has been cooked. Look at the shrimp, and you know look at these shrimp. Look at the shrimp. Nice size, not too overcooked. We have some parsley for garnish, some nice linguine mix. So we're gonna go ahead and bless this food, and my mom has got something else going on behind us. Babe, you want to grab your plate? Oh, you want to?
We're gonna share.
We're gonna share. Okay, well, put your fork. I might not want to share.
We're gonna share.
I might not want to share.
So first, I'm gonna try. First, I'm gonna taste the steak.
Well,
I'm gonna eat everything.
we got pray
separately.
first.
Lord, bless this food. Bless the hands that prepared it. Bless the house that
Yes,
it served in. Bless everything about it, from the field to the table. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So I'm going for steak first.
Make sure.
So I see juice coming out the steak. That means it's nice and juicy.
Yes. Maybe I'll taste a piece of the steak. So I want to taste a little bit of everything together. How's the steak?
Steak is perfect.
You want me to try shrimp by itself? Well, I'll try a
Well,
piece
if
of.
you want, I'm going
Yeah.
to go for it. The shrimp aren't overcooked or anything, because I remember you guys talked about putting it in at different times.
Yes.
So we'll watch it.
I can't get the
And we'll
pasta
taste
on
the
my.
cheese.
All right.
So I was just over here making a cute little other treat because if you want to, you could also make that dessert into parfaits.
Yes. Look
Wow.
Your little date
Now
night.
look, she gonna make you forget about eating this.
As you can taste all the flavors, they're very well incorporated,
Yes.
and it's a complete meal. You've got surf and turf going on the plate. You have your vegetables in there, so you don't need a bunch of things on the side. It's ready to go.
And it's
Yep.
very fun. And I like that kick with the red pepper flakes.
Yes.
It's not too. It's not too spicy. It just gives it that right kick. But I see what she meant about the Parmesan, giving it just that
Yes,
extra,
it just gives it that extra zing.
yes, that extra zing. Everything is very well.
good.
Yes. Even
Very
the
good.
wine, like you can taste a little bit of wine, not overly.
Yeah.
You know, it's wine in it, the cooking wine. So everything is really good. Now let's taste. You want to taste some of this parfait?
I got these
We
spoons.
can. So the cooking wine I used was recommended to me from Wineworks. I'll show you guys the bottle we have down here. So typically, you could use a cooking wine. This wine is it says Protocolo. It was very inexpensive. We already
Okay.
had this left around the house because I used this to steam my lobsters with. So I'm not sure how it actually tastes. But some people use water. So I asked the guy, should I mix a little water and wine together? He's like, no, they're just being cheap. Dump the whole bottle of wine in and steam your lobsters with this. It's going to give it a really good taste. So I recommend trying this one. It wasn't expensive. It was only about $6, especially if you're just going to, boil your seafood and not actually consume it.
Yes.
All right. So now let's get into this dessert. Come on, babe.
Okay,
You got
Oh,
spoons.
you want me to try dessert?
Yeah, you got spoon there.
So I'm fully vaccinated,
Wait a minute,
guys.
we
No,
try-
actually, I'm halfway
Yeah,
vaccinated.
halfway.
I'm halfway vaccinated. And
You trying to take the whole cup? You said,
no, I'm just picking it up. I'm just holding
leave it there, and we can both.
So, that's why I wasn't here today, but I'm glad to be here now. I came in at the right time.
Let's taste.
It's great. So I got to try a preview the other
So
day,
did I.
Sunday.
Yes.
On Sunday, I got to try the cold when it was cold and firm already.
Yes, this is good.
But I love cheesecake. I love not graham crackers, ginger
Ginger
snaps. So you got all kind of.
And this is
flavors
homemade.
going in there.
What you made the filling.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
The filling is homemade.
Very good.
Now this is a big glass too.
Yes.
That is.
So you're getting a lot. You know, and it's real rich, so you could do those little shooters.
Yes,
that
the
you
little
see.
shooters. That's what I was looking for, a little glass, but y'all didn't have a little
Well, I
glass.
had no shot glass. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Little dessert glasses they
But
make.
You can do it like that, but if you can handle it, you know, do it in one glass like this, and then you guys can share it. You know,
Yes,
instead
on
of-
a date
on
night.
Date night, right?
It's date night.
Put it down, sir. Put it down. All right, guys. So we want to thank the chef for coming on tonight. We want to thank the chef, Pastor Roberts, for coming on. I'm gonna put production is giving me cue to put this back on. So we want to thank Mom for coming on. This is an awesome meal. I'm actually gonna try it. I'm gonna get it, and I have a date already in my mind. So I have, because we have some stuff going on. But I thank you for coming on the show. It was really.
I thank y'all for having me.
Having a date night.
Pray for Pastor James, y'all. Pray for him. He's turning 40 and he's just pray for him. So we thank you all. Make sure you guys follow us on YouTube. We need your support on YouTube. We need your support. So just make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Amazon Prime, Roku, Fire TV. So we want to make sure that you don't miss it. Okay, so we thank you all, guys, for your support. Again, this will not be her last time. Trust me. She will be back again to teach us. So I thank y'all for tuning. I pray that somebody learned something tonight. I pray if you if you're waiting for your husband to find you, or if you're in a marriage, or if you're dating, this is an awesome meal. If you ever were second guessing if they like you, cook this and the deal will be sealed. I'm just joking. But y'all get the drift. Love you all. Have a blessed night.